Hi everyone, Jessica Bruce.
And I'm Nicole O'Sullivan with the O'Sullivan Bruce Group. Welcome back to the first edition of the Monthly Market Update in 2022, brought to you by Lake TV.
Thanks so much for joining us the first year. We had an awesome year last year with you guys. And again, thanks for tuning in to every episode. Chris Vandeveer, my #1 fan. You got Lake TV just to watch me.
This episode, we're going to do things a little different. We are going to kick it off to some of our agents, Kelsey Fairchild and Sue Spica. They're going to talk about this beautiful new listing that just hit the market, as well as recap 2021.
Yep, I think they're going to discuss sellers a little bit as well and how to get your home ready.
So
let's
see
go
how
in.
they do.
Hey, thanks, Jess and Nicole. This is Susan Spica.
And I'm Kelsey Fairchild.
And we're with the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks.
And we want to kind of recap an awesome record-breaking 2021 and also get our sellers and buyers prepared for another exciting 2022. Who thought that we were going to ever hit over $1 billion in volume last year, well, 2020, and now we're at $1.5 billion for 2021, which is unimaginable.
Right, and the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, we blew past our goal in August and hit 85 million this year, which was just phenomenal. So before we get into what happened last year and how we reached that 1.5 billion mark, let's get into some other things about what made this market so hot.
Yeah, well, first, have you seen the Facebook challenge, the 10-year challenge?
Oh yeah, I have.
And we could even do a 2-year challenge at the lake with how much properties have changed in the last 2 years.
Actually, Kelsey, I went back to a house I sold in 2011, and it was a off-water in Four Seasons home, and it sold for $174,000. If I went to list that same house today, it would probably be in the range of about $350,000. So that's a jump.
And that's crazy, and that's off-water. I mean, we've seen such a climb with the lakefront, but it's crazy to think that off-water homes are seeing the same.
Off-water houses, this is a big surprise to me, increased 30%, which average of all the other properties was 28.75.
Wow.
So I was amazed.
That's crazy. Why do you think they're seeing such a climb? Do you think COVID has anything to do with?
I think COVID played a little bit in it because people started retiring early, so they moved up their plans to come to the lake. I think families are looking for a real comfortable environment, which the lake provides.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bunch of reasons, but I think COVID had a little bit to do with it.
So do you think that we're going to continue to see the same trends this year?
Absolutely, Kelsey. I think the market still has a lot of steam and momentum. We haven't seen prices going down. There might be a few little things that could slow it down, but right now, I think it's a good time to buy.
Yeah, I agree. Everything's going to probably stay pretty consistent with what we've seen the last couple years.
I think so.
While it's still an amazing time to sell, I think it's equally a great time to buy. So should we go into tips that we've got for buyers that might prepare them for this year?
So if you're thinking about buying in 2022, here's some tips to help you get ready so that you succeed in buying a home this year. Number one, if you're not paying cash, get with your lender, get pre-qualified, get a pre-qualification letter, and make sure that all your ducks are in a row so that you can put the offer in, possibly without a financing contingency. Second, know what you want. Get an idea of what you're looking for in your price range. Since you already have your financing, you'll know what price range you're in, and tell your agent. Be flexible on stuff that you want. You may want 5 things, but now in this market, if you get 3 of those things, like the gentle lakefront, quiet water, cove protected, main channel view, how many bedrooms, how many baths, be specific, but you're going to have to remain flexible.
What's the saying, like, what are your 3 must-haves? Now take away 2.
Exactly. Let's go with 5, and if you get 3, you're doing really well.
Optimistic.
So that's a lot of it. Also, when you are seeing houses, they're on the market so fast that just waiting to come down from St. Louis, Kansas City, California isn't going to work. Be flexible and open to a virtual showing. Your agent from the O'Sullivan Bruce Group can go and do a virtual tour, and you can actually do a walk through the house.
We've been doing a lot of FaceTime tours, and when you're not in the area and you can't afford to wait another day to come down and see it, it really does help to do a FaceTime tour, get a good feel of the property, and at least narrow down a list maybe even before you get down here for the weekend, so you don't have to see all 10 in one day.
Exactly. You'll see your top 3, and hopefully one of those is the one you're going to ride on. Be prepared, be flexible, get your ducks in a row, and then right now is the time for buyers to come down because there are fewer buyers. So you're going to have a bigger, in the reduced inventory, there's going to be fewer people looking at them. So right now, so it's winter, so come down. The lake's gorgeous.
It's also a great time to be looking at property because you see the low water levels and everything that might not be as apparent when there's
the
leaves on the trees and whatnot.
Now, for sellers, what do you think, Kels?
I think it's just as important that sellers know what's going on so that they can take advantage as well of, the hot lake market. I think the most important thing though is still pricing.
Definitely.
The market's done a lot for sellers by increasing values down here, so I think it's important that you still price it fairly and competitively with what else you're seeing on the market.
Yeah, so real estate hasn't changed. Pricing it right is definitely how to do it. So in this market, how do you do that?
Well, I think a lot of sellers are hearing, that there's multiple offer situations and buyers are paying crazy over ask amounts. And I think the worst thing you can do is put that price tag on yourself. Let the buyers, decide that you've priced it well and they're okay paying over ask or reducing the contingencies in the offer, because that's when you're going to see the competition, is when all these buyers who have seen what's on the market decide that your home's priced right on the money and they're okay
with it. So pricing it up and expecting to go down isn't what we need to see in this market.
Yeah, I say price it right on the money, and then you're going to see those multiple offer, strong, competitive situations. So, well, I think the most important thing that anyone can do, buyers or sellers, is hire the right realtor.
You're right on that one, Kels. I mean, when you're looking for a realtor, you want somebody with experience. You want somebody that has a team behind them. And our team works together, and so
that's what I love about our team. There's so many different levels of experience and expertise that no matter what property you're selling or buying.
Right, and we go the extra mile to help each other out when we get in a jam. But also, other agents in the area know us. They respect us.
We didn't get to 85 million without dealing with other agents.
That's
I think that definitely helps when a buyer's in a competitive situation with multiple offers. If I've worked, several deals this year with that agent, it helps put an even better foot forward. And
then the agent, you know what they like to hear and what their information level is, so it's good. That's really good.
It's all benefit. And then marketing, obviously we don't we don't miss anything when it comes to marketing as far as digital and online stuff, which is super important with the secondary market and people that are out of town. We make sure that everyone
our listings are out there.
Yes.
And that's where you want your listing to be. You want to get, when you're a seller, you want to get the most exposure that you can. And I think we do a really good job.
We do a great job.
Of that. So exposing it and
with video, professional photography, droning, the whole nine. So I think you definitely want someone that checks every single box when it comes to listing your house.
Exactly.
Well, before we go, we did say that this is a great time to be looking to buy. So Sue's got an exciting project. Want to talk about Diamond Crest?
I do want to talk about Diamond Crest. I am so excited about this project. A year ago, we started with the builders and looked at floor plans and looked at the property, and now it has just exploded. We have 4 homes out there on the 23 waterfront lots that we have. We have 4 under contract. 1 is going to close next month, and then we have 5 that are under construction at various stages, 2 of which will be ready early spring for a buyer. So this is a place that there's plenty of options here. There's a lot of inventory, and you definitely need to see it. Paved roads, community water and sewer, and second-tier properties with views that are outstanding. So Diamond Crest is definitely evolved into a community feel. There's a lot going on down there, and I would suggest you give us a call and take a trip down to Diamond Crest. You'll be impressed.
Yeah, and what I love about it is it's so customizable. So, you know, if buyers are out there looking and not finding everything they're looking for, then you can build exactly what you want for a price that's super competitive with things already, you know, built and on the market. So
Exactly.
I also want to talk about this gorgeous home we're sitting in right now.
Nice.
Beautiful custom-built home, 36-mile marker. It's got a 3-well concrete dock that sits cove-protected, but with awesome main channel views. And have you seen the landscaping? Because
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous with almost 0 steps to the water. So definitely something you want to check out. It just got listed, so.
This is a truly stunning house. You need to come down and take a look at it today.
That's right. Well, it's been fun. This is a good first monthly market update for 2022, and we're looking forward to working with our buyers and sellers this year. So before we go, let's take it back to Justin Nicole.
Well, that wraps up the first edition of the monthly market update for 2022.
Thanks so much, Susan and Kelsey, for helping us kick off the 2022 monthly market update. And big shout out to our entire team. You girls rocked it last year. Can't wait to see our numbers this year. And just remember, if you're looking to buy or sell, give us a call. We'll help you out.
As always, we're the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, and we will see you next month.